Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. There is no beautiful sentence to speak except thanks to our God Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala, who has been giving us some mercies and blessings. So, we can attain and gather in this place in good condition and happy situation. Secondly, may peace and salutation always be given to our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, who has gathered us from the darkness to the brightness, from the stupidity to the cleverness, from Jahiliyah era to the Islamia era, namely Islamic religion that we love. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Muliadi. In this opportunity, I would like to deliver my speech entitled, Achieve the Blessings of the Month of Ramadan During the Pandemic. Ramadan is a month that is holy and full of blessings for Muslims all over the world. This month, all Muslims will try to reach the blessings that are. Every Muslim will use every second of time to get closer to the Creator. The month of Ramadan is filled with abundant blessings. Every good practice will get multiple rewards, and Allah will give forgiveness to every ummah. Therefore, the month of Ramadan is just to ask Allah for forgiveness as much as possible for the sins we have committed. Ladies and gentlemen, in this month of Ramadan, there are obligations that must be carried out by every Muslim, namely fasting in the holy month of Ramadan. Ramadan fasting enters the pillars of Islam and is the main worship that must be done. There are many rewards that will be received by every Muslim who fasts in the month of Ramadan. Ladies and gentlemen, whoever fasts in the month of Ramadan sincerely lillahi ta'ala, then Allah will forgive his sins. This is the word of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Whoever fasts in the month of Ramadan because of faith and hopes for the blessings of Allah, his sins will be forgiven. Narrated by Bukhari and Muslim. However, this year's Ramadan will be different from the Ramadan we have done before. Due to Ramadan, this year we are faced with an emergency situation. The coronavirus pandemic. The virus requires us to stay at home and keep our distance from other people. As a result of this virus, we can no longer feel togetherness in crying out Tarawih prayers in congregation and mosques, breaking the fast together with friends. And for those who live in cities, they cannot gather with their families due to the government's prohibition of going home. The threat of this pandemic shouldn't dampen our enthusiasm in crying out worship in the month of Ramadan. It is precisely with this virus that we must be able to do self-muhasabah to further increase our faith and pity towards the Creator. It is at this moment that we must be able to change bad behavior into even better behavior. With the arrival of the coronavirus pandemic, we can take lessons that in fact all technological tools created by human reasons wouldn't be reliable if it weren't for the will of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The wisdom of this virus can move people to lend a hand. In the month of Ramadan, this can be used as a momentum to give charity and share with others. Ladies and gentlemen, where Islam strongly encourages its followers to give alms, especially in this blessed month, giving alms can give intercession to us in the last days. Besides, Allah also promised that that there is a special door for every people who are diligent in giving alms. Ladies and gentlemen, Islam recommended that we give alms to give blessings in the assets we have. As a Muslim who wants the blessings of the month of Ramadan, we should be able to take lessons and lessons in every situation. Brother and sister, to achieve the blessings of the month of Ramadan in the midst of the COVID-19 pandemic, it can be done by preparing any program of targets to be achieved. With this target, we can get through this year's Ramadan with full blessings and get wisdom in it. In this pandemic era, where we have to do everything from home, it doesn't mean that it will rid us our peace needs. We can use moments at home to read and study the Quran regularly. In addition, to gain insight, we can take part in online studies that are held by various Dakwah institutions. This is done to feel us spiritually during the month of Ramadan because what needs food is not only our body, but also very much in spiritual intake. The moment of Ramadan is the time for Muslims to form themselves and commit for merits. So, that the invitation to study Islam and put it into practice should get a fast response. In this month, Muslims are active and enthusiastic to draw closer to Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala. They hope for His mercy and forgiveness. Even though all this will only be achieved when charity is in accordance with Islam. Therefore, let us fix the intention that the worship we do is solely for Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala. Ladies and gentlemen, that's all my speech. Thank you for your nice attention. See you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.